Hey everyone, it's Night, and today we're going to go over a tier list for Cookie Run Ovensmash closed beta test. Right now, Ovensmash is in the closed beta test phase. I've been putting out a few videos on it, as well as some codes. And today we're going to go ahead and do a tier list of what I believe to be the current meta. First up, we have Meline in S tier. By far the best tank in game. The ultimate dive range as well as the knockup on it is just unreal, especially when paired up with Peppermint. It leads into some very rewarding team fights. Currently, I believe they are the top combo. Here's a good example of how chaining their ults together can disrupt the enemy team. Next up on the list, we have Chile. We're going to go ahead and put Chile in A. She's very solid, very bursty, but she is heavily reliant on her ultimate cooldown, and that's 20 seconds per charge, so that can take her up to a minute to get all three of those back. Next up, we have Tiger Lily. We're also going to put Tiger Lily in A. Even though she's only a common cookie, she has some really good range to her. If anyone's played League of Legends, she's pretty similar to Nidalee. She has a good little pounce she throws in there also. Not a fan of her ult, though. This one I'm going to get burnt for. This is Strawberry Crepe. We're going to put Strawberry Crepe down in B. When compared to the other tanks, she just doesn't bring enough to the table. If you look at the Turtle or the Castle Crashers game mode, the Turtle pretty much does her ultimate for her, and it just does a lot of the blocking and mitigates for her. Other game modes, she might hold up a little better, but the other tanks still just do it better than her. Now we have Ice Pop. Ice Pop was part of the Assault class, which is probably the most overpowered class in the game currently. The ability to get in and out, as well as Ice Pop's basic attack, if you hold it, he can actually do a long-ranged attack, which is just unreal. Now we're on to Blue Slushy Cookie. Blue Slushy Cookie is going to go in A. She has a good AoE basic attack. She has a good in and out with her special skill, and her ultimate actually does piercing in a wide AoE. In a lot of these team fights, she really can turn the tides, especially with that piercing ultimate. Now it is time for the rise of Dark Choco. He is only going to go into A tier. He is a solid tank type. He has a long range dash, and his ultimate actually has a pretty wide area as well as healing himself. He is a very consistent cookie to play. But not the best. Now we're on to String Cheese. String Cheese is probably the best ranged cookie in the game currently. Okay. I will actually end this video with a clip of her and Maddie in action. It was a really quick Castle Crashers, and those two together just really solidified the dominance. Now it's time for Fruit Punch. I was not a fan of him. And when it comes to tanks, he does reduce the damage in half for people in the area. But he's just not contributing enough to the team fight in itself, especially when Peppermint's healing. The half damage just isn't doing a whole lot. His team will just get destroyed while he stands by and does nothing. Now we have Peach here in S tier. Peach is an assault type cookie. She is very mobile. She can get in and out, and her ultimate's kind of broken. She can just spin to win, and no crowd control affects her. Here's a short clip of Peach in action. She's able to dodge back and forth with her basic attacks on the either side of the turtle and kind of buy some time, and then she's just able to throw her ult and just lay down the hurt while her team cleans up. Alright, now it's time for Latte Cookie. I'm going to put Latte Cookie down in B. Her damage isn't very high, and her special skill doesn't really do much. Her ultimate's kind of cool, but just compared to the S tier in her category and even the A tier, she just doesn't bring enough to the table compared to those two. So now we are on to Peppermint. I've already talked enough about him. He heals, he does a knock up, he just keeps the team rolling, and with Meline, he is probably the most broken combo in the game currently. Alright, so Rye Cookie. We are going to place Rye right here in B. Compared to String Cheese and Blue Slushy, she just doesn't perform well enough. It seems like it's kind of a short range attack, and the projectiles don't really shoot like Colts do in Brawl Stars. They shoot all zigzaggy. It's kind of awkward, so yeah, B tier for her. All right, now we're looking at Blueberry Pie. Blueberry Pie is going to go in A. Her damage isn't exactly the best, but she does have piercing projectiles on her basic attack, which is hilarious in the Castle Crashers mode. She also has a good little teleport to get in and out. It does decent damage. And her ultimate's actually kind of cool, but she can't move, so it stops her from being an S tier. Now we have Cherry Cookie. Cherry Cookie is very solid. She's kind of like Dynamite, and right now with the low amount of cookies available in game, she is dominating. Her ultimate hits a huge area, and her little cherry bombs just seem to get over top of everything. And then last here we have Jerky Cookie. We're going to put Jerky Cookie in A. She's similar to Cherry, but she throws cards in front of her instead of throwing things up and over. If she threw things up and over, she gets a little bit of advantage that Cherry has, because in this game with that turtle boss, as well as the strawberry crepe ultimate, it's better just to lob things up and over. Go ahead and enjoy this clip of Meline and string cheese in action. It's only about a minute long. And that's all we have time for today, folks. So make sure you guys give a like and subscribe. Make sure you check out the channel. Tomorrow we're going to have some more codes for day 3, as well as I'm going to have day 4, 5, 6, and 7 up when those are available. Until then, folks, happy gaming.